In this game, the Buffalo at Gillette and New England, this game, the controversial play in their minds, you know, they said they've been like sleepless. I'm talking about these pro football coaches and stuff. I would say they have a conspiracy. Everybody was beating up on us. They didn't name us, the Patriots, until the very end. Phil Simms and says, oh, so all these calls were benefiting who? The New England Patriots? I think the last sentence that he didn't say was, oh, the cheaters. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate to say, you know, I used to respect Cowher, but you remember Bill Cowher was the Pittsburgh Steelers coach. And so, of course, he's going to skew, I mean, whether it's subconscious or not, you know, because they hate us. They hate the Patriots. It's good. That means that we're winning. That's why they hate us. That's why they hate Trump, because he's winning. Gotten the tax, what do you call the tax cut, and all that good stuff. And you can argue all you want all day long because you listen to the lies of the mainstream media and saying, oh, it's a tax cut for the rich. So come on, give me a break. All right, if little people like me, and I'm happy because just for one thing, that mandate, ACA Obamacare mandate is lifted, so now I'm not being punished by the government saying I have to pay $1,800 because I'm healthy. That's bullshit. 7 million people are fed up, okay? And more than that, just ACA, get that fucking mandate off me. Now they're the enslaver and we're the slaves. And I tell you what, we're going to rebel against those taskmasters. So this play, go back to the football. Sorry, I mean going back and forth. But this play that they were complaining vehemently about us. Oh, they're complaining because it was benefiting the Patriots. That's baloney. Bill Cowher, how dare you to say that they should not have played friend by friend? That's why we have the replay, dumbass. He says, oh, that's why it's going to show the juggle the ball when he go out of bounds. Then don't fucking go on the sideline. Don't try to go in the middle. Because when you go to the sideline and try to use a catch, it's not about hitting the pylon. It's when do you have possession. When you have possession, you're already outside of the pylon. All right, that's really it. So I got a little worked up, but still have a very Merry Christmas. I want to say that you know, Garoppolo is playing for San Fran, so that they may win this one. Pulling for the Jacksonville, Bortos, go. I want them to be in the playoffs. I don't know why. I like Jacksonville just because they're cats. And the late games, I gotta go back home, watch the late games. And down, Seahawks. You're gross, Seahawks. Disgusting. A bunch of terrorists that tore up the train. Don't tell me that you guys didn't do it. The Antifa had posting that how they tore up. They took credit for tearing up the train because they're insane. They're called environmental cuckoo. They tried to stop that train and derail it since it you know it's actually helping us to be more energy independent. But that's how the evil people that want to stop you from driving in California, they want to tax the shit out of you so you can't get in your car. Now they're not happy to just raise our gasoline tax by 12 cents per gallon and 20 cents per gallon on the diesel, and on top of whatever it's a punitive tax, and then going up every year to, can you believe, 80 cents per gallon in 2020, and that's not even enough because they have paid all these illegal benefits to be here to rob us. Help! I need help. Okay, we need help, God. We need to be delivered, and that's why delivered from the evil man. And now they keep talking about if you a couple hundred years ago that, you know, in that environment they keep talking bad about people, they own slaves or whatever. People own slaves right now, if you didn't know. Cheap labor. All right, India and China. Just go look it up. All the Middle Eastern countries, actually they still trade slaves. And if you didn't know, so-called indentured slaves in the beginning of this country, they're white people. Yes, they were poor white people. And there were some of the so-called taskmasters, they were black. If you didn't know that, look it up. because they, what it is they want to get out. Well, who wants to be in Great Britain? They want to get out because of the heavy taxation. So they sign the agreement, indenture servanthood, their slavery. It's the same thing. So that in exchange, it's the same thing with food or lodging. I'm just saying a lot of people do that. They call, you know what they call them? Call them servants. Yeah. So food and lodging, and they got them the plane ticket, right? No, at that time it was a fucking boat ride or whatever, Mayfair or whatever. So just because they try to drive that into the brains, the minds, that American evil, so that you got everybody here. That's how that the country become like, you know, so skewed in hating Trump. I see it, and you will not win. And Merry Christmas. Yes, on the way, Patriots on the way to the AFC total #1 seed control. I don't know yet. We're playing the Jets, and let's see what happens at home. I wouldn't be surprised now. The stupid odds maker, don't you dare to tell me it's going to be 14 points. So if 14 points, nobody can take the game. Because, you know, we don't know what's going to happen at home. By really, truly, this is a Merry Christmas gift. And go to church, let's see, 5 o'clock, candlelight service at Church on the Way. Thank God, whatever they didn't burn. Now, I think, okay, sorry, I have to just, before I forget, there was a footnote. Because I couldn't figure out why. I said, there was no coincidence, God. I was at that prayer chapel. If you didn't know, my church, Church on the Way. Okay, so sometimes I visit this Saddleback, LA. So don't get it confused. But Church on the Way has a prayer chapel. It's a historical building, and they burned it the week after the last class taught by Jack Hafer. Remember, I told you Jack Hafer retired, and he is the mighty man of God. When I say that, I just said that he made it palatable for a rebellious person like me to believe in God, because at that time I was involved in cocaine or whatever, was on the streets and in total rebellion and hatefulness towards God. And anyway, so long story short, Jack Hafer retired, but so he moonlighted some prayer classes, intercessory, you know, when I say moonlight, it means that he just comes out once in a while. So this class I went to at a prayer chapel before it was burned, a week after, then someone burned it. It is enemy. It is the same people that burned all of California. Remember I told you that it's not possible that, oh, so it's just, they said wildfire. It's not wild. It can't burn 17 places all at once and all within the border. Oh, so nothing happened in Arizona. Nothing happened in Utah. Nothing happened down Baja. Nothing happened in Mexico. But they know where to stop, exactly at the border of San Diego. And then they burned the middle. They burned their tarp. And then Jerry Brown came on and said, oh, it's you people, global warming. You see, this is going to happen every fucking year now. He didn't use the word, but he might as well say that. See, what he does is he's always pointing a finger at us. As if he's not fleecing us enough. He called us freeloaders because we refuse to pay the fucking tax. More taxes, so we want to repeal it. You're freeloaders. You're a fucking freeloader. You and your freeloaders. You can get out of the office as far as I'm concerned. So I'm mad. Don't tell me the liberal, we got into an argument. You know, that's fine. I didn't start it, because all you have to say, I didn't even say the word Trump. Actually, they brought up Trump, and they go crazy. I was like, this is a show. Oh my God. Someone just went nuts on Trump, and I didn't even mention the word Trump. So, if you want to make a liberal angry, just say Trump, Trump, Trump. I think they just go cuckoo. And now I have no doubt whatsoever that so much hate in these people that they will fucking kill you. So, by the grace of God, we have to protect ourselves, anoint ourselves, and prepare to bear arms, because you don't know. These people are they're crazy out of their minds. So anyways, what was I saying? The Church on the Way prayer chapel was burned from within, because outside looks good. So it's the same microwave energy, and this is before the wind. They were blaming on Santa Ana wind or all that kind of stuff. But I believe that Pastor Jack Hafer, he did say that as a footnote. At the end, he just said, well, because it's a smaller, intimate group, but at least maybe 80 people or 100 people. Because Prayer Chapel is smaller, as you see. It's not like a huge sanctuary, it has 4 or 5 wings. So he did say that. He said, I tell you what, even though you think that the current president, he didn't say Trump, he said the current president makes some really outlandish remarks, but he said, but I believe he is pursuing the heart of God, not like the other president, he's talking about Obama, who is a Muslim. And he's totally right, because remember that he always chided us. Obama chided us and called us crusaders, Christian crusaders, or something on the National Day of Prayers. And then he said that Christianity is not really the so-called official religion. No, nobody ever say official religion, but this country is founded on the belief of Jesus Christ, the bedrock, our Lord and our Creator and Savior, and no deviation from that. So when they say separate church and state, is state, get out of the fucking churches back. Get out of the church back and don't tell the church what to do. So they can't tell us what to do, they start to burn us. Anyway, so by the grace of God, I'm just waving my hand. There's power when you wave, offer your wave offerings, and there's power when you assemble, because when you defy the evil spirits, and they have to flee. Okay, Merry Christmas. I know this is a little, well, just consider a little flower wreath, because the wind, it wasn't supposed to come down my bangs. I'm not supposed to go like this. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Candlelight service, 5 o'clock, church on the way. Alrighty.